Hi, this is Robin Moses, and I want to teach you a few tips and tricks just to make your life easier, okay? Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to cut a brush. Now this brush is really small, but it's not going to get you the kind of results you want when you're really working in a small area. And sometimes you need longer bristles, you know, but the size is just too thick. So what you would do is you would push it out to where you cut the brush in half. Now, less is more, but you take it and you cut half of it out first, just using scissors. Okay? And then you would go and you'd try to get to a point, and you'd make your point, and you'd still see that it is way too thick. So you would take that half. You see how I cut this way? If you see, I cut half of it this way. I turn it backwards, and then I cut this part in half so that I'm cutting like a pie, like 3/4 of a pie out. And then you would trim it out. Get it down there. It's very hard to see, but I want to make sure that you guys can see it. It's going to be... Yes. Now, you'll see that half of it is still it's still very, very thick. So you push it forward and you kind of eye what you want to get out of there. And then with your scissors, you start cutting away. And then make your point, and you'll see that you finally will do. Okay, here's where it gets really, really tricky, is that you just really just want to get it as thin as possible, like this, and cut it down. Now you see that they're all like bunched up down here, okay? But it doesn't matter, because you just want a long bristle that's pliable and a sharp point that you can write with. So it doesn't matter. And then this is the size that I would stop at. And then, okay, there is this, I call it a magical hair. There is a magical hair on every end of every brush, and it catches on everything. And so just with the very, very tip of my brush, I just cut just a little bit, and it usually gets that magic hair out. Now you really don't want to cut any more than that. Now, if you still get the magic hair that gets in the way, and then you do another cut, but try it. Just do like a ghost cut, just a very ghost cut. It's a hair so thin that you can't really see it, and you just want to make sure that you have a tip, but you don't want too fine of a tip, because you need a place for the paint to catch. So that's how you cut your brushes, and I hope that I've taught you something. It takes some practice, but really take your time and try to cut it down very slowly the first time. You don't want it too thin or in the wrong way. I'm going to try to show you what it looks like. Let me see. Am I going to be able to do that? There. I'm going to turn it in a circle, so you'll see what it looks like. That's how you do it. And that's how you keep good manicuring brushes. When you start running out of brushes and you're in a hurry, that's how you get a brush that will work in a hurry from just a regular craft store, or a smaller craft store that they don't have your type of brushes. The next thing I want to teach, let me back this up now, is an orange wood stick. I use an orange wood stick for tons of different reasons, but basically when it gets dull or it gets old, I just take my orange wood stick and I file it down, and I turn it in a clockwise position while I'm just filing, and I file myself a new point on my orange wood stick all the time. This allows me to pick up beads, pick up rhinestones, etc. Now for the heavier rhinestones, I use the other side of the orange wood stick, and I file that flat, okay? And the flat part of it is for heavier stones and for things like eyeballs and things like that, where you need a thicker surface. And that keeps it in check. Now I do that all the time. Sometimes you see my orange wood stick and it's a mess, and that's just because I've been painting all day. But basically that's how you have your orange wood stick kept in check and in good shape. Now, when I want to make a Q-tip, I take my orange wood stick and I pull this. There's a fluffy area inside of a pad, or you can use a cotton ball, and then you kind of just dig in there and push, 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 and you get a whole bunch of loose cotton like this. And then with your fingers, you kind of like push, and then you can make a cotton ball, and you can make them to fit any size you need. And then with alcohol, you go around the cuticle, and that'll take all of the paint off of your where you've been painting with acrylic paint. It's not going to take off your nail polish. Nail polish takes acetone, but you would do the same thing. You would just get some acetone on there, make your Q-tip, then get your acetone around the cuticles, and then boom, done, and then you're done. You don't have to waste your money and time buying Q-tips anymore. Another thing that I want to say is with nail polish top coat. Okay, when you're doing nail polish top coat, you're going to get a lot of bubbles. And so before I start, even, if you can see inside of there, I don't know if you can, there's bubbles. So before I start, I turn my brush around into a circle like this, and I get all the bubbles out of my brush. And then I'll pull out a non-bubbly brush. I push the top coat and pull, push, pull, push, pull, and I won't have any bubbles. Now if it starts to pool or go into the cuticle area, I'll take my finger and pull off the excess, but I really don't spend a lot of time going over and over and over my nail designs. All that does is make a mess and smear my art, and it's really, a top coat is your last resort. It's supposed to blanket what you've already painted and make it nice, and you can't really spend a lot of time messing around with top coat. For my next tip, I want to tell you how to conquer lifting a little bit better. With nail glue, you want to make a little dot of nail glue, and then use your cuticle stick, and with your cuticle stick you round up your nail glue, and then you put it where the nail is lifting, and then push the nail back down. You never want to go in with the nail glue and just glob it down into your nail. It's too much will just make a big mess, and then it will just pop right back up. But if you take an orange wood stick and really just get a little tiny amount of glue around the area that's lifted, and then glue it back down, you're much less likely to get water trapped under there, and you're much less likely to get lifting again. You know, it'll lift again eventually, but you'll get less. Less is more with nail glue, and I've taught that to my clients, and it has been invaluable. And they all do their glue on a piece of paper and an orange wood stick. I give them each a toothpick or an orange wood stick. Toothpicks work just as good as orange wood sticks for people who don't have orange wood sticks. Just go ahead and saw down one half of your toothpick so that it's flat, and use the toothpick side for the other side. And these are just some things that I've been wanting to tell you guys and haven't had a chance, and I hope that they help you. Anyways, thank you so much, and